This is the second summit that we've organized. We call it the Great Moco Bike Summit. And the purpose of the summit is to give the bike advocacy community, as well as people who are interested in bike issues and may not yet have become advocates, a chance to get together and have a collective voice, to have an audience of policymakers to speak directly to, as well as to get new ideas and kind of inform their vision of what the future for this county is all about.
I want to bring awareness to bicycle issues within the county, and I think one of the things they mentioned during the summit is how in the Netherlands, how they have much more focus on bicycles, and I'd like, based on the density in the county, I'd like more focus on bicycles to try to get people out of their cars.
I would like to see more of the lanes added right into the main roadway and make sure we have lanes that are safe for cyclists all the way from Germantown into the Rockville area.
I love bicycles. I'm looking forward to improved bicycle facilities within the county.
Well, I've said this is going to be the best bike plan ever written, and that makes the staff nervous. I'm serious about that, and what I mean is not necessarily we're going to have the most bike facilities per person or per square mile, but that we're going to have a plan that identifies where are the critical places in order to make biking a realistic option for people to get around and do the things that they need to do to reach the maximum number of people in the most efficient way, the most realistic way that can actually be implemented.
The planning department invited people to write on the map what questions, concerns, issues that they want to raise about those different routes in the county. And what the planning department's going to do is they're going to take that map and they're going to scan it in and they're going to turn it into a GIS layer, and so it'll be useful for the future. Rumor has it was the biggest map ever printed of Montgomery County, Maryland.
We want to do the kind of analytical work that never used to be applied to bikes. If you're going to plan a road or a transit system like the Purple Line or the ICC, you're going to spend billions of dollars. There's a lot of data-intensive analysis, a lot of technical work that's done. In the past, those kind of tools haven't really been used for bicycling because, to be honest, most people in government didn't really take it seriously as a form of transportation. And what we hope to do over the next year is to use some of those tools really for the first time, apply them to the bicycle network that we have in Montgomery County so we can get a really deep and sophisticated understanding of what the needs are and how we can meet them.
Well, I'd like to see the bike master plan really have widespread participation, have a lot of people provide input to it. I'd like to see the capital budget continue to be altered to prioritize alternative modes of transportation. And I'd like to see our Department of Transportation, which has new leadership, really gain more kind of acceptance in the bike community for being responsive and accepting of biking as a form of transportation.
Yes, you should bike because it's good for your health. Yes, it's great if people bike because it's good for the planet. But really, the main reason to do it is because it's fun. And if you can have fun while you're commuting to work or running an errand, well, that's really a no-brainer. I mean, I think most people can relate to that. Don't do it because it's good for you, do it because it's something that makes what used to be a chore something that you really look forward to doing.
Today we got a great presentation about, from the big picture level, about how change happens in communities, going from, places where driving is really the only option to places where driving but walking and biking are also really in high use. And then we had a really substantive exchange. The purpose is to give some political strength to the bike community to surface issues that we can then take and use in our policy making and to actually have a tangible outcome where we can report back to people next year. This is what we did as a result of getting together this year.